Hey, what's up? Welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to show the growth of my garden throughout the year and a half that I've been here. And I'm also going to go over the things that I want to implement this year, just my overall plans for my garden and how I'm going to make it more appealing to myself. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put timestamps down. Feel free to jump around to whatever you want to watch, or it would make me happy if you just wanted to sit and watch the whole thing. But at the end of the day, it's your time, whatever you want. So just to preface, I moved here to North Carolina, Zone 8A, in October of 2022. I came from the UK. Prior to the UK, I was living in California, Zone 9B. And so it is quite the shift, and the town that I was living in specifically was actually known for having the most 70-degree days like out of the entire country. So I didn't have to deal with seasons. That wasn't a thing. Like that, I never really knew that existed. I planted whatever I wanted whenever I wanted. I was also like young, didn't really care about research. I have always kind of took on the chaotic gardening mindset where you kind of just, you throw seeds out, whatever grows. And that's kind of the way that I had approached this whole situation. Coming here, I didn't really do any research. I had no idea what it was like to live in North Carolina until I got here. I got here and it was cold, and I was like, not this again, because I had just came from the UK, so it's always cold there. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, rain all the time? What is this? And I immediately got a greenhouse. Prior to starting this whole thing, my boyfriend said, yes, you can have a garden, because this is his house. And he said, yeah, like you can have a garden, but I don't want anything too big. And I'm thinking, I don't know how to make it small. I don't want to do that. I'm a bit go big or go home kind of girl. Like, I'm not a let me just have one garden bed, I can work well in a small space. No, because I want to do so much. I got a 6x6 greenhouse from Walmart and had my dad assemble it for me because he was visiting. Thank you, Dad. Appreciate it. But had him assemble it pretty much. We had to till up the ground by ourselves with our action hoe. And I've honestly done that for the entire area that I'm going to show you in a bit. But the entire area that has pea gravel, we used an action hoe, did that, put weed barrier, staked it all down. My boyfriend moved all the pea gravel pretty much though, so that wasn't me. But I had gotten my greenhouse, and that's kind of where everything started. I put a couple garden beds in there, had my seedlings growing in there, and they did really well in there. I started seedlings inside this year, and they seem to be doing a lot better. They are a little bit more leggy, which I'm thinking it's lack of nutrients. Probably we'll figure that one out. Yeah, anyways, so he wasn't like super thrilled about the idea of having a garden. I had talked to some of his friends, and I was like, yeah, I want these garden beds. I know they're gonna look so good in the garden, but Sean doesn't want any. Like, he's not for it. He keeps telling me no. And they all told me, they were like, honestly, just buy them and he's gonna assemble them and you guys are gonna have a garden. Like, he won't mind them after you get them. And I was like, I don't know. So impulsively, I bought 3. I think I bought 3. I think I put the first one together on my own because he was like, you know, these are yours. Like, you wanted these, you got to put them together. And I'm putting it together, and he kind of just sits down with me and starts doing it too. Cool, we love that he helps. And after that, he was like kind of talking about, well, shouldn't we get more and we'll put it on this side and then that'll be it. Okay, yeah. He's already on this thought process of like, maybe we should get more. Oh, easy. In my Amazon cart, buying it. It's gonna be delivered on Thursday. Like, I was so ready for that. Saturday morning, I'm a late sleeper. I hear him outside and I just hear the little like tin, right? And he's building all of them. And he's just like, we need to get them and put them all along the fence. Okay, I love that, but like that's too much. Like we need to slow down a little bit. We're getting a little too ahead of ourselves. Let's slow down, let's take a couple steps back. Let's just get 2 more. So I've got 8. So I have 8 tin garden beds outside, and I have 2 wooden ones in my greenhouse. He built me a trellis, appreciate it, love it, and that's kind of where the garden's at so far. So with that being said, let me kind of walk you out, show you everything, and I'll discuss what I want to change and what I want to add on to the garden. All right, quality is different because I'm on my actual vlogging camera that I have, which is a Sony ZV-1F. Just got this. Kind of love it, but having a hard time. I'm having a hard time getting it onto my phone, which is kind of weird, but whatever. Okay, so she looks horrible and she looks neglected right now. But this is what we have. It's been so cold. I am appreciative for my garden that I do have, but this is my toad abode in here. There was some lizards living in it. But yes, I got some arugula, mint that I can't get rid of. That was a salad mix of some sort. I don't know what it is. And then I have some green onions right here. I have a gnome right here. I have rosemary. And then I think that's mint too. I don't know. And I've got garlic. Super chilly out here for me, but so this is the plan. We tried to work on it this weekend, and we dug up a bunch of rock, and I'll have video put in, like filled in, of what it looked like, but we're gonna extend it to here. I don't know if you can see that, but so this is 3 feet total, so we're gonna extend it out. We're gonna push this pea gravel back here, and then it's gonna be 3 feet of mulch. That's where I'm gonna put all of my pollinator plants, so that well, not all of them, but some of my pollinator plants, so that it attracts more and it's not just in the garden the whole time. All right, I had to put my man's sweats on. I have a rough outline of where I want everything, but there's still some things that I'm like unsure of. I know that I want some squash on the trellis, as well as cucumbers. Oh, it's cold. Not a big cold person. So I want that. These actually have potatoes in them, and I just never took them out. It's both of those. So I think next weekend we're gonna try to get more compost, add some compost into each of these beds. I have some fertilizer to put in, and then one thing I want to try this year is getting the alfalfa pellets and putting them into each bed, so that when they break down, it'll add more nitrogen to the soil and just be more nutrient dense for all my little guys that I'll have. I want to plant a fruit tree this year, but I'm really not too sure on how that's going to work. But basically the big things that we want to change is like the whole bordering of everything. I want it to be mulched, and I want it to look nice. I need to take out all of the leaves, just freshen everything up, make it look a lot nicer. I'll show you my seedlings. They're not doing like perfectly, but this is also my like 2nd year gardening here. But I'm gonna put a couple of my pepper plants that I really want to do well in here. I'm gonna end up taking these onions out, because these green onions I literally just got from the store, and I just didn't feel like throwing them away. I was like, let me just plant them or something. And then I'm gonna need to take out this arugula when it comes closer to time to plant in here, just because I have some lizards in here, and I want them to be happy, and I want them to have a good little life, so I'm gonna leave that in there for a little bit longer. But I gotta start my peas soon, which I'm gonna try to start this weekend or this week if I have time. And I'm just gonna do the TP method. I think it'll look really cute, And in the middle of it, I'm gonna put my tote abode, and I want to add some lights on the inside too. Just, I don't know, just to kind of give it that like fairy garden vibe. But I want to try that. And then let me show you some of my seedlings I have so that it'll make more sense. Okay, this is also gonna get cleared out, so this will not be here. That's gonna get repainted. I want to eventually put a like water barrel, I think that's what they're called. I want to put one of those out there. And then we're gonna move all of my seed starting stuff, that's a mirror, all of my seed starting stuff, my pots and all that, we're gonna move that into the garage. He gave me my own little space, so I'm really looking forward to that. That's kind of the plan of what we want to do. I just want it to look a little nicer. Ideally we would have a picnic table, and we are thinking about getting another garden bed or two to add in here. I'm in the house now, so, but like where these plants are, if I just put one right there and then one on the other side, so we could have a total of 10 beds. But yeah, let's look at our seedlings. Okay, so this is a Fairy Morris basil. This is a poblano. This whole row right here is poblanos from Back to the Roots. These guys right here are Sugar Rush peaches right here from the Hood Garden. That top one is a Carolina Reaper. This is a sweet bell pepper from Fairy Morris. These guys are black Thai peppers. This guy's a red Thai pepper. And then this should be a detail, which I don't even know what that is, to be honest, but I just wanted to get it. This tray is getting wrecked. These guys are so leggy, and I understand like it is kind of dried out. I left it on the heat pad. I didn't know the pad was on, and it was drying out faster than I anticipated. These are Swiss chards, different varieties. This one is a sugar peach from the Hood Garden too, which there's 3 in there, and I'm torn because I don't want any of them to go. This row right here is jalapenos. So this guy's cool. He's a jalapeno. He right here is a purple cayenne. It's a purple cayenne. And then this is a Merlot sweet pepper from Victory Seeds. This is a purple cayenne too from M.I. Gardner. And then these ones are Scarlet Sage. These right here are Apple Blossom Snapdragons. Those were Roma tomatoes and just different tomatoes, which it's fine that they didn't do well. Honestly, those grow relatively fast. But this was a pepper plant from last year. That was a hot pepper mix. So I don't even know what this is. And it kind of died like 3 times last year, but it always came back. So I was like, let me actually give it some TLC this year. So it has some seeds coming back. These were just little seedlings that I couldn't part with, so I just dumped them in this cup because why not? Hoarding. And Apple Blossom Snapdragons, and then milkweed right here. So when I water those today, I'm gonna add some fertilizer to them just to give them the attention that they deserve, because I did a bad job. I was just busy last week and whatever. But yeah, so they're gonna get some fertilizer, and I'm gonna also start some more seeds with these are all my seeds that I have so far. I accumulated most of these seeds in my last haul, but I have tons of seeds to pick from. I'm also gonna try to do some bonsai trees. That's fun. I'm also really into houseplants, so I do have some like propagations going. This guy right here is just a bunch of propagations that I just plopped in there. And then they're actually all over the house, to be honest. But yeah, so that's what we're working on. But we're only talking about gardening stuff right now, like outdoor gardening. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm focused on. I'm gonna go ahead and pretty much end this video here. I wanted to input my whole garden time lapse. So I thought that I would just do that earlier so then you guys can kind of grow along with me as this channel progresses. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Next video, so the way my channel is going to be lined up is I'm going to post a planting kind of like a garden based video on Tuesdays, and then on Saturdays it's going to be kind of just whatever video that I want to do. So my next video is going to be like a seedling update, and it's also going to be plant with me, so I'm just going to record all the seeds that I'm planting. And then while we do that, we're also going to kind of get into why I started gardening and why I still garden. My Saturday video that I'm going to have is a self-care kind of day, and you're just going to go with me to Trader Joe's, the gym, and then it's kind of like a Sunday reset almost, but it's on a Saturday. And it's gonna be Trader Joe's, the gym, probably go get something in Raleigh, something to eat. So those are a couple videos that you can look forward to next Tuesday and also this Saturday. So tune in for that. Thank you so much for watching my little video. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Okay, here's my little greenhouse. So that my mom keeps trying to dig a hole right there. So I picked up her shit from the yard and I put it in there. This is my messy ass greenhouse. Potatoes.
Huh? Right there?
Mm-hmm. You're good.
This guy might not be dead.
That tall guy?
I ain't swiping.
I was gonna. Go.
much. A truckload of that.
Wasting time, fighting for something, and you see